over here.
Right here, put a large X right there where the chicken house is.
It's right where the alley goes through. Alley runs all the way through, sits right against the alley.
Would you point where the bus depot is?
Down there.
Did you see the defendant in the chicken house?
Right.
What, if anything, happened in there?
He was sitting inside, no food or nothing. I walked inside, I said, I think he is in trouble.
You said that to him?
I walked back out. I went over to the bus station to get on the telephone, a payphone over there in the booth. While I was in there, he came back over there, walked right by me real fast in the bus station. He came in front of the 7th Street side. He went out over on the other side, on the L Street side.
What did you do?
I was making a call. I got done making my call. I walked on the 17th Street side.
Did you call the police?
Right, I was on the telephone, right.
Then what happened?
I walked out the door, 7th Street side. I seen number 909 cab take off, going around the corner, heading over on 7th Street the other way. It is only one way, evidently went around the block. He was sitting in the car, 909 cab.
You say he?
Red, I could see him when he pulled up to the light. He was sitting in the cab.
What happened after that?
After, another cruiser came by, the same ones that investigated previously.
You say cruiser?
It was a police car. It was the same 2 policemen that I had got a hold of on the mall to start with. They came down there.
Did you get in the car with them?
Right.
Did you go someplace?
Told them he got in the cab.
Did you go someplace with the officers?
Yeah.
Did the officers eventually pick up Red at his house?
Right.
How well do you know Red?
Using the present tense, you know, that means right now.
At the time, did you know Red?
Yes, I did know him. As a matter of fact, I'd only been going to the Diamond Club, I'd say roughly 4 months altogether, if that long, maybe not quite that long, but during that time I got acquainted with him in there, shooting pool together, drinking at the bar together previously.
The night this happened, how many drinks had you had that night?
I had only had a couple beers in there.
Any doubt in your mind at all that this defendant is the one that came up behind you, lifted you up?
That's right.
Is there any doubt in your mind?
No, no doubt in my mind, no.
Could you see him in the mirror while he was doing it?
Right.
Did you willingly give him your money?
No, I didn't.
I have no more questions.
Cross.
Mr. Royer, how long did you live in Sacramento?
I came to Sacramento the 15th of May, 2001.
How long had you lived at the Shasta Hotel?
I moved in August 15, 2003.
Are you employed?
No, I draw SSI.
Over approximately a
Right.
Wait until he finishes the question.
Over approximately a 4-month period, you had been going in the Diamond Club. Had been December last year.
Well, yeah, in the last year, yeah.
Do you know the name of the bartender? A girl?
Yeah.
Redhead?
She has got her hair more blonde than, well, about half gray. I don't know what you call it.
Is her name Cooper?
I never did know her last name. I know her name is Charlene.
She has been a bartender during the whole time you have gone in there?
Not all the time I was going in there, no.
Not on duty. On duty most of the time?
I don't remember when she did start in there. I know when I first went in there, she was not working there.
The night of December 2nd, or early morning hours of December 3rd, was she the bartender on duty?
Yes, yeah.
There were several blacks?
Yes, there was quite a few.
Any other Caucasians in there?
Well, when I first went in there, some white people were in there, right?
About what time did you first go in the bar?
Talking about the same day or when?
Clarify that, Your Honor.
Otherwise, could be the first time he went in weeks before. I don't know.
On the 3rd of December, 2004, at what time did you enter that bar?
I don't want to say exactly. I don't know. I was watching them play pool. I didn't pay attention. I could have been in there. I don't want to say. Could have been an hour, hour and a half. I sat there and watched them play pool, killed some time. I shop once in a while myself.
The money that you had, you just received that. Was that some kind of allotment?
I got it on the 3rd of the month, the day before in the morning. Only get it once a month, first part of the month.
You feel you were in the bar. Your estimate was an hour, hour and a half at the most.
Yeah.
Prior to entering the bar, where had you been?
I was at the Hofbräu. I changed to 20 there so I wouldn't have to change money.
Ask it be stricken beyond. Where were you?
Let it stay.
The Hofbräu is a bar?
Right?
How much time did you spend there?
I go in there pretty regular.
His question is that night.
Excuse me, Your Honor. How much time did you spend in there prior to going over to the Diamond Club, prior to the incident on that night?
I don't know how long I was there. I didn't pay that much attention. I don't know what time I went in.
How much is the total allotment that you get?
$560.
So you didn't have all your money with you on this particular evening, did you?
No, I had my rent paid up, paid my rent and paid my bills out of it. First thing I get my check.
You don't recall your approximate length of time that you were in the Hofbrau before you went to the Diamond Club?
I can't tell you.
Do you recall how many drinks you had?
I don't know. I know I was there a very long, the bartender there asked me, I wasn't in there very long and then I decided to leave. Before I left, the bartender said, going down below? I says, yeah. I says, yes. Go see how the pool game is going.
Do you recall where you were prior to going to the Hofbrau?
I think it was about my first stop that night before I went over there, before I went to the Diamond Club. Only place I went before I went over there.
Do you recall having dinner on the night this happened?
Yeah, up at Harvey's restaurant early.
Where? At Harvey's?
Yeah, I don't know what you call a restaurant. To go eat?
Still light when you ate there?
Yeah, in there, in the daytime, yeah.
Do you remember where you went from there?
Object to this line of questioning as being irrelevant as to what he was doing several hours before.
Sustained.
Was Red eating anything at the chicken house?
No, he was sitting right inside the door.
And shortly after that, he left the chicken house? Did you see him leave the chicken house?
I was at the telephone when he came through the bus station.
Have you and Red ever shot pool together?
Yes, I admit that.
Did he ever buy you a beer?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, right.
And this incident at the Diamond Club happened approximately 1 o'clock in the morning?
No, it was a little later. I say maybe 20 after 1, roughly. I wouldn't want to swear to the minute.
You weren't drunk at that time, were you?
No.
Only had a couple of beers?
Right.
I believe you said when you walked into the Diamond Club that Red was not playing pool?
No, when I first went in there, the guys, they call him Slim. I don't know what his name is. He is a big fellow playing pool when I went in there.
Some guy that was playing pool was Slim. Was it the guy who...
He was a white guy.
Do you recall testifying at the preliminary hearing on December 24 of last year?
Yeah?
Do you recall being asked the question?
What page?
Page 7, line 6.
Object to this until we clarify what he is attempting to do. I don't see any impeachable statements in this at this time. I understood what he testified to just now.
I can use this for purposes other than impeachment, merely going to ask him to explain his answer to the question.
Go ahead.
Line 6, question was, wasn't he playing pool with the white man with another man, also white, by the name of Slim? Do you recall that question?
No, a bigger guy with long hair was shooting pool with him when I went in.
Answer, at that time, only 8 when I went in, but they quit playing. The other guy left.
I object to this.
On April